actually the previous class continues like this, right? So in previous class, actually, we just seen about two area of load area frequency control, right? So two load frequency area control, right? Just seen, right, in our previous classes, right? And now today, actually, we're just going to see about, we are just going to evaluating the transient stability about the machine. It is now the transient stability of this synchronous generator. We're just going to see, right? So here today. This you could see this picture, right? It will going to describe about this was a synchronous generator which is now generating electricity energy with the help of this turbine, mechanical turbine, right? You could see this was let us consider this was a steam turbine, right? Here the turbine is now getting rotated with the help of the steam energy, and if this is now directly coupled with my rotor of a generator, it's now getting rotated. Due to my electromechanical energy conversion, we are just going to generate electricity energy, right? Once we just got electricity energy as output over here, and we're just going to step up into this transmission line. Here, actually, I'm just going to step it up with the help of transformer. After that, I'm just having a transmission line about just going to transmit the generated electrical power over the longer distance with the help of transmission line. Actually, we're just going to go with it. So for the purpose, we're just going to use a transmission line. Parameters also is going to be over here to represent my entire system. This inductor and resistive property about these conductors, right? So we're just going to represent about my transmission line with the help of this series of inductors and capacitors. And finally, we'll have about one remaining transmission lines, loads, right? So electrical loads. Here, let us will have about the questions over here. So if we're just going to imagine like this, right? So definitely this transmission line, it has its own resistance and inductance, because that's why it's simply we call it as transmission line losses, right? So transmission line loss, and we'll have a load, right? So in a particular case, I will see the generated electrical power, which is now generated electrical power G suffix E, generated electrical power, which is equal to load plus transmission loss. Got idea? So generated electrical power FD transmit out the summation of my total load plus transmission loss, right? So let us case one case. There is a transmission line. There is some fault is going to be getting occurring. Some transmission line fault, right? So if a transmission line fault இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, right? So in my generator side, what actually it's going to happen? Can you just guess it? என்ன நடக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? So transmission line some losses is happening, right? What actually it's going to happen? என்ன நடக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? Anyone? Transmission line ஏதோ short circuit நடக்குது, or maybe a sudden load is now getting removed from the buses, or maybe a large amount of load is directly attached, or maybe large amount of load is directly detached from this transmission line, or maybe some short circuit fault occurs. என்னுடைய generator என்ன ஆகும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? Anyone just guess it? My transformer side, what actually is going to happen?
Sir, transient voltage produce on, sir.
Yeah. There is some transient is now happening, right? So there is some steady state operation, right? So that saturated operation condition, the generator is going to be getting oscillated, and we'll have about controllers, right? Yesterday people are just discussed about controllers, and with the help of controllers, right, it will regain its steady state value, right? So but there is a oscillation is now going to happen due to disturbances, right? So due to disturbances, நம்ம எதை சொல்றோம்? Circuit, this is called my short circuit fault, or sudden changes in loads, right? It's going to call it as disturbances, right? So in the disturbance there is a stability, there is some issues is going to be introduced, right? Stability of that machine is going to be getting disturbed, and with the controller we is going to controlling that stability. This is what I did today, right? We're just going to continue, and these are the main thing we are just going to see today also, right? For the purpose, right, for this purpose we need for designing, or maybe as making a simulation model, we need a basic four blocks we needed, right? So hydraulic turbine, that's called a steam turbine, we need steam turbine, we need, and the steam governor is also need, governor plus turbine, right? We need steam governor plus turbine plus generator, right? And finally we'll have a step up transformer. After that we'll have a transmission line. So got idea what actually we're just going to see, and today actually we're just going to see about, I think I'm just going to go with the white screen. We are just going to represent about the whole system, right? Where we are just having here, we're just going to totally we're just going to mimic this entire system, generation system, transmission, and load and control. The entire part actually we are just going to design today, right? Generator, transformer, load, and transmission line and control we are just going to see today. So, penna vein appadina let us consider. I'm just going to use it on a white screen. We need a steam governor. We need a turbine. We need a generator. Generate electric voltage, we need to step up. We just need a step up transformer. Once we just step it up, and we need to transmit, right? So we need a transmission line. So transmission there is a load, right? So there is some fault is also going to be occurring over here, right? So fault, and we need a control. We need a reference controller, that's called a controller part. This every part actually we're just going to see today, right? So let me link right? And whenever the fault is going to be occurring, right? Whenever the fault is going to be occurring on my transmission line, or maybe load is changing, what actually is going to happen on my generator side? This what stability is going to be getting changing, and we're just going to find out those things. We'll see step by step, right? Without taking much time, I'm just going to move with the MATLAB 1 second. So now I'm just going to switching into MATLAB. Yeah, now I'm just going to share my one more screen. So நம்ம இன்னைக்கு நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்ங்கிறது got idea, right? So என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னு தெரிஞ்சது இல்லையா? Right? Now this is actually the main thing. Now I'm just getting my MATLAB. So side by side parallel work பண்ணிட்டே வாங்க. Just create a new model, new Simulink model. Better I could share my entire screen, right? 1 second. Yeah, now I'm just going to share my entire screen, then only to be visible to you, right? 1 second. I think my entire screen is now getting shared right now, I guess. Yeah. So right, create a new model like this, right? And we're just going to start. First of all, we need a steam governor, right? So we need a steam governor. Go with that. First, click library browser. Just filter out it over here, right? So just go with it. Hydraulic turbine. Just type hydraulic turbine, right? Hydraulic turbine. Just filter it out. Hydraulic turbine. Right in our right hand side, it will be coming over here, right? Hydraulic turbine and governor. Got idea? So just to go search bar and type hydraulic turbine, you could able to find out a hydraulic turbine and governor. Just right click and add to block in our model, right? And it will be coming over here, right? So this is our hydraulic turbine. Let's rename this block hydraulic turbine as well as steam governor, right? Just steam governor. Just rename like this, right? Steam governor plus turbine. It will be there. I'm just going to rename it for my convenience purpose, right? So steam governor and turbine. Governor spelling mistake, right? Now steam governor and turbine is now came, and next one we need a generator, right? So we need a synchronous generator. So right, so we go with that synchronous generator. So got idea? So first thing, steam governor plus turbine on that. So steam is now governed by steam governor and is now given to my turbine. Turbine is now directly coupled with my generator, synchronous generator. We need synchronous generator. Just type synchronous machine. Not a generator, synchronous machine. synchronous machine. Just type and filter it out. Will you could able to find out a number of synchronous machine. So you could see synchronous machine field of circuit, synchronous machine measurement, synchronous machine model 1, 2, 3. Right, we'll have a number of machines will be there, but we are just going to interested on synchronous machine PU fundamental. Right, go with it, this particular thing. Synchronous machine PU, that is called per unit fundamental. This picture actually directly implements a three-phase synchronous machine modeled in the uh, DQ rotor reference frame. Right. So and the stator windings are connected in a star to an internal neutral point. Right. This one actually is interesting to use it over here. Right. Just right click on it and add to block. Right. This is about my synchronous machine. Again, my mobile is now getting disconnected. 1 second. Yeah, our hydraulic turbine is now came and synchronous machine is also came. Right? Got idea now what actually we just find out these things. So steam governor, turbine, and generator we not just now frame. And we need a once we just got a output from a generator, right? So this is why it's called terminal. So be a mechanical power which is now connected to my turbine. Just connect this block. Turbine output is now mechanical power, right? Prime mover output is now directly coupled with my generator rotary part. That's why I'm just going to connect it over here. And now I need a output, right? So three-phase output is now coming over here, right? So stator output, three-phase AC voltage is now coming, and I need to step it up, and I just need to send into my transmission line. So for that purpose, I need a transformer, right? Go with a transformer. Go to some uh, transformer. Just type transformer. Just press enter. We'll have a number of transfers will be there, but actually I'm just looking for a three-phase transformer, which is now two winding. Right? We're just going to go with it this much. So power library elements, three-phase transformer, two winding. This one actually is suitable for this one, right? That's why I'm just going to use this one. Three-phase, two winding transformer. Just add to click model. Right? Three-phase star-to-star connection transformer. Right? And connect A to A, B to B, and C to C. Right, got idea? Here actually steam is now coming, and turbine is now getting rotated. Turbine mechanical output is now coupled with my generator output. Definitely, once the turbine is now gets rotated, my alternator is also going to be getting rotated. Finally, a good output voltage is also going to be built up. Right, got idea now? And once it just got output, now I'm just going to send into my transmission line. Right, already we people seeing two types of transmission line: nominal T as well as nominal pi transmission line C. We just seen. Now I'm just looking for a nominal pi method. Right, go with that Simulink library browser once again. Find out transmission line that is called PI section line. Right, just type enter. You could see three-phase PI section line. Right, just right click and add to model. Right, bring it back. Right, connect A to A, B to B, and C to C. These are my transmission line. Right, so got a meaning, right? So how actually the power flow is now coming, right? So here it will be mechanical output, here it is now electrical output, here is a step up, and here has a transmission line. And finally we need a load, right? We need a RLC load, right? For the purpose I'm just go with it load, RLC series load, right? I'm just bringing about RLC series load. We need to find out from top end, right? Three-phase RLC load. Three-phase RLC load over here, right? Just right click and add to model. A to A, B to B, and C to C. Got idea now? Entire your power system is now coming into picture, right? Everything is now came. Yeah, just once again, just see mechanical turbine, generator, transmission of transformer, and transmission line and load, three-phase load. And now there is a fault is going to be occurring on my any one of this transmission line. That's why I am just going to go with that three-phase fault is now occurring. Just type fault in my search bar, fault, just press hit enter. You could see fault function is now going to be displayed over here. Just type once again, fault. Just navigate over here. And the bottom you could see three-phase fault, right? This is a smelling block function over here. So this will going to implement about a short circuit between any one phase of the correct ground, right? With respect to ground. We'll have about RYB phase. If I'm just going to connect this block, definitely it will going to implement about any one phase. Either random it's going to be it will be going to connect with my ground. That's why, right? We're just going to use this block, three-phase fault. Now I'm just going to connect it over here, right? So based upon my parameter changing, right, I'm just going to later I'm just going to change my this parameter block parameters later, right? Based upon this parameter, any one of these RYB phases is going to be getting short circuited with the ground, right? We'll see later, right? First of all, I'm just going to design my entire system, power system, and we'll just see later. So parallel பண்ணிட்டு தான் வந்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க, just check it out. Parallel just doing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you could see here, this is what my mechanical thing. You could raise a question actually in my PPT. See here, whenever the short circuit fault or maybe load, right, is going to be getting changed over in my transmission line, definitely my synchronous generator is going to loses its speed, right? Definitely it loses its speed. With the help of controller, right, with the help of controller, it will again it's going to gain its speed, right? This is what actually going to happening. This also we are just going to now interested to visualize these things also right now, right? We are just now interested in to find out these changes, right? We'll see later. And main pathina here that synchronization coefficient, right? So that's called for example, we'll just see del, that is called load angle or a torque angle, right? It is now going to be maintained as a constant one for a synchronous generator. But if the load is now getting changed or maybe short circuit fault is going to be occurring, definitely my load angle or a torque angle of this particular synchronous machine is going to be getting changing. Kandipa changes ago, but with the help of controller effort, it's going to be getting maintained as constant. This actually we are just going to see, right? So the every time I see பண்றது. For that purpose, we need a measurements we need, right? So எவ்வளவு voltage போயிட்டு இருக்கு, எவ்வளவு current வந்துட்டு இருக்கு, how much actually the speed is now, my rotor is now rotating, turbine how much speed is now rotating, what is the mechanical output power, what is the electrical output power. So these are the things we need to physically seize that, right? We need to physically measure those things. So for that purpose, we need a measurement devices is needed, like that is called tachometer, right? So digital tachometer, we need to measure about this rotational speed of my generator. As well as if you want to measure my output electrical power, we need a wattmeter, digital wattmeter, and voltmeter, ammeter watt. These all things is now required to measure my parameters. So for that purpose in MATLAB, we'll have about measurement function will be over here, right? You could see. Now I'm just going to move like this, right? Yeah. Now let us see a little bit. I'm just going to moving over here. I need much space over here. That's why. Yeah. Now I need a measurement, right? So I'm just going to measure about my stator current. I need to measure about my rotor speed of this synchronous machine. In the sense, we'll have the terminal called M over here. If you want to see, this is a port name, right? So this is what my input port, this is my output port. If you want to measure these terminals name in the sense, just right click on this particular function block and just going to right click on it. Right click on it, just go with it help. It will bring you about a documentation file. It will show you about that entire block code behind screen technology LMA. It will be going to be displayed over here, right? So this will be this will block is going to represent about my synchronous machine. It will be going to act as a generator. It will be also it will be going to act as a motor, right? You could see that the entire theory part is now going to be over here. So உள்ள என்ன இருக்கு, எப்படி ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு எல்லாமே theory part is now going to be over here. Armature, damper, field winding, right? So everything is now going to be displayed over here. You could easily understood. So right, so in the documentation is now these based upon this theory and concepts alone only, this model is now built up. That idea. So in the function block in the block என்ன இருக்குன்னா, this much differential equation is now running, right? Got idea? This much differential equation is now running. So based upon these value only, the MATLAB is going to be working, right? And now I'm just looking for the terminal's name. That's why I'm just going to go with it, right? So I'm just looking for a terminals. 1 second. Yeah, the terminals names will be in I think initial level, I guess, right? Yeah, it will be at initial. Yeah, here you could see M is now measurement. Basically, there is a missing actually. The terminal's name, it will be going to be displayed over here, but I'm going to show you right now. Okay, no issue, right? So now you just go with it. This documentation, it will be help you about how this block is now going to be working. So this particular terminal is now going to be called the measurement terminal, and this is called my mechanical power input, and this is what my output electrical energy RYB, and where actually you could see that excitation voltage, right? Alternator pathina. So the rotor part actually it's going to be getting coupled with my this one, right? So my turbine, and the stationary part actually is now called going to called as my rotor, right? It will be going to be getting output over here through my slip ring, right? And here for the purpose I need a electromagnet over here. So for the purpose I need to introduce a magnetic flux lines in around that coil. For that purpose I need a electromagnet, right? So electromagnet. For the purpose I need a electrical energy, right? So separately excited or self-excited thing, right? So self-excited, separately excited. So for the purpose I need excitation, voltage excitation I need it to this my state of point. So go with that, the status that is called excitation. Just type excitation and filter function, just click on it. You could see that excitation function, you could see that the n number of excitation will be there, right? So DC to A, DC to A, STA, right? Actually we just looking for this one, IEEE type synchronous machine voltage regulator combined with an exciter, right? We are looking for this function block about this one. Just note it down. Right, just right click on it. AVR, right? Not in my Power Library machines. We are just looking for a AVR library. You could just navigate this function. About this pop-up window, you could see SPS space automatic voltage regulator excitation. We need this automatic voltage regulator based excitation. Just right click on it and I have to block it. Right? This is also going to be coming over. This is what my voltage excitation or field excitation. You could rename into field excitation system. Right, so VF2, VF voltage excitation is now coupled over here. This will going to excite my stator field, right? About my this synchronous machine, and I need for let us consider, right? So we'll have about one right now we'll have one question, right? So something is happening on my load side. There is some fault is now occurring. Definitely my transmission line electricity energy transmission is also getting affected, and this much sending end voltage is also going to get affected, and definitely my load angle of this particular machine is also going to be getting affected. Got idea? But this machine, it will have its own controller, PID controller, and it will have the local area frequency controller over here. It will going to sense these changes, right? Sense these changes, fault changes, and in such a way that it's going to improve its controller effort, and it will be going to maintain as a constant load angle, right? So for that purpose, this controller will need some reference value. So எப்படி வந்துட்டு speed reduce ஆகுது அப்படிங்கிற data the controller needs to get it back, right, with the help of feedback, right? அப்ப இந்த ஜெனரேட்டரோட parameter I need to measure it up. So இது என்ன ஸ்பீட்ல ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு, எவ்வளவு வோல்டேஜ் ஜெனரேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு, அந்த feedback the controller it needs to sense it. For the purpose, we need a measurement device is now needed, right? From this port M, right? So for the purpose, we need to measure it up, and we'll just going to see about here this machine itself. We could able to measure voltage, current, speed, mechanical power, electrical power, right? This block is combination of mechanical power as well as electrical thing. So we could able to measure a number of things from a single port. But the single port la ellame measure panna mudiyadhu illaya, ore output da varum, but it will be in the form of mux la vanditu. We need a dmux to recall this different parameter. For the purpose, go with it. Commonly used block, Simulink, commonly used block, go with it bus selector. Got idea now? Bus selector. Select this one and it will be R20 model once again. Just bring this bus selector into my model. Right, maybe you could just bring this bus selector. Just connect into my terminal. But before connecting, let's see, before connecting, just double click on it. Just before clicking, right? So before connecting, just double click on this bus selector. You could see in my parameter, right? So you will see find about, you're just going to see about 2 blocks. So this is what my input side, this is what my output side. In my default signal in bus node, there is an empty space, right? In my default there is a 2 signal is not getting output, right? Let's see, I'm just going to connect this block into this M port, right? It's measurement port. Now just double click on it. You could see in my left hand side, you could see stator current of about this particular machine. Is now it's whenever it's going to connect it, it will be going to be getting configured. Stator current, DQ components, and mechanical load angle. I just already told you, right? Load angle, output power, and output reactive power. So we need about different things, right? So for example, I'm just going to measure about my stator current. If you want to measure about, we'll have about 3-phase machine over here. So if you want to measure about 3-phase current, you could able to select, and you're just going to, just before going with it, in my right side, just remove these predefined values, right? Now I'm just going to measure about my stator current. Selected it. So in right side on the selected signals, it will be stator current, it will be in per unit. And if you want to measure about 3-phase current, 3 phases current, individual current, just go with it and select it. And I'm just going to use the DQ components, right? So stator voltage, I'm just going to measure it up. For example, I need some reference things. I'm just going to go with it. I'll already work it on a MATLAB. That's why I'm just going to move with it. What are the parameters is now basically it's needed to run my simulation, right? So these are the screenshots, just note it down. So we need a DQ0, that is called stator voltage VQ, and stator voltage VD. These are the very important terminologies is needed to run my simulation. That is VQ, VD, mechanical rotation speed, and mechanical rotation deviation speed. In the deviation, whenever the 3-phase fault or maybe some of load changes now are going to be occurring, and speed is now going to be getting very up. And output active power, electrical active power, right? So these are the very important as well as necessary measurement is now needed to make my machine is now constant one, right? Constant speed run manona. The controller needs, right? The controller needs some basic things, right? So these are some basic things which is going to be necessary data as well as, right? So these are the necessary data the controller needs to sense it, right? So once controller is now got this basic information, it will going to generate a command signal, right? This is actually in last class we just seen about PID controllers, right? So just note it down. So DQ component, stator voltage, VQ, right? I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to select these components. Stator voltage, VQ. Select this one. Stator voltage, VD. Select this one. Just double click on it. Maybe you could see my entire block. Right? So stator voltage, VQ, and stator voltage, VD, and mechanical rotation speed we needed, right? So just go with it. If you just want to measure a stator current, right? So just going to measure with field current, right? This is the important thing, right? And I'm just going to go with the mechanical. That is called mechanical rotation speed, right? Mechanical rotation speed. Let's see, rotor speed or maybe mechanical rotor speed we need, right? So mechanical rotor speed. The rotor speed, right? Selected it. Mechanical rotor speed is now coming. Rotor speed deviation is also needed. Select this block. And finally, we need a load angle, right? So we need a load angle that is called torque angle, and active power, output active power, these things. These are the very basic measurement is now required to run this simulation. So if you want the remaining this, right, so output reactive power venna neenga panikkalam, electromechanic torque venna you could able to measure it. But I'm not going to go with that right now. But if people are very interested on to measure these parameters about this machine, in the sense you could able to select this entire block and you could able to select it. No, nothing wrong in that, right? But these are the very basic things is now needed to run my simulation. That's why I'm just going to select this particular things. If you want, if I just point interested on measuring on remaining stator current, right? So RYB reactive power, just go with it and select and just finish it up. And finally, you could see you could able to measure those things. And click apply. Okay. Now you could see in my bus bar there is a n number of terminal is now getting created. You could see. You could just unzoom it like this, right? So you just see about an n number of blocks in your terminals, but it will be very difficult to identify which terminal is now going to be which value. அதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா just expand this line, right? Once நீங்க expand பண்ணினாவே there is a statement is now coming, right? You could see the sum of statement that is called stator current in per unit and stator voltage in VQ, stator voltage in VD in per unit, rotor speed and rotor speed deviation and load angle, finally active output power, right? So if you want to display these things, right, I need a scope, right? Go with the common list block, find out scope and add to model. Just connect these blocks. Stator voltage, stator voltage, and the stator voltage in VQ, and the rotor speed. In everything is now in per unit, right? And load angle, finally output power, right? So just renaming these blocks, right? So stator voltage, just going to rename these blocks. Very first thing is now stator current. Just rename these blocks if you want, right? So just rename this block. I'm just going to rename it into about 2 blocks. Stator current in per unit. Right, I need a load angle, that's why I'm going to use it about these 2 block name. Load angle. If you want to, right, we're just going to rename this every scope. Load angle and active power, output active power in article. Output active power, right? Just you people just going to rename this every scope, right? Just go with that. Every scope, just you people need to change it. For now, we'll have about measurement things, right? So these are the measurement you could able to measure. You could able to this synchronous machine things, right? Now we need a controller, right? So the controller needs to, right? Where actually the controller is running? Okay, we will just raise a question. Where actually the controller is now coming over here, right? Anyone just tell me if a controller enga varum actually. So the controller part. Last class also we have discussed PID controller. The same PID controller also we are just going to work it over here. So the controller நம்ம எங்க connect பண்ணலாம்? Anyone just give me some guess? Yeah, anyone?
Sir, speed எடுத்துரு sir.
Yeah. அது எங்க கொடுக்கலாம்? Anyone? அத வரை எங்க கொடுக்கலாம்?
இது இருக்குல sir, rotor speed.
டர்பைன்ல கொடுக்கலாமா? டர்பைன் இந்த ஏரியா, right?
Yes.
Turbine block முன்னாடி synchronous machine முன்னாடி. But no need to worry. Here you could see I'm just going to double click on this block, right? Just right click and add, just find help actually. Just right click on this block. No need to bring a PID controller anymore, right? This is the inbuilt PID controller will be available on this sub function. This is what a sub mask, right? This is what a subsystem. In the subsystem kulle pathina you could able to find, right? So just right click on it and find out help, right? It will going to bring about one more documentation. So this is what our subsystem. So in the subsystem kulla pathina the hydraulic turbine and governor block is now will be available. You could see it will be the PID inbuilt controller will be available with the help of servo motor also. In the block குள்ள ஏதாச்சும் MATLAB அவங்க டிசைன் பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்னு பாருங்க. there is a PID controller will be already available. This PID controller is now going to adjust my servo motor, and servo motor is going to be control my hydraulic turbine. But the hydraulic turbine and the speed of the mechanical output, it will be going to be run it. Got idea now? So no need to bring PID controller one more time, right? But we need to give this PID controller work we need to give an input. Reference speed and actual speed. ஏன்னா ஸ்பீடை தான் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ண போகுது. ஸ்பீட் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா டர்பைனோட மெக்கானிக்கல் ரொட்டேஷன் ஸ்பீட் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டாவே you could see over here, right? One second, right? மெக்கானிக்கல் கண்டிப்பா லோட் அப்ளை பண்ண போறோம், ஷார்ட் சர்க்யூட் அக்கர் ஆக போகுது, டெஃபினட்டா வோல்டேஜ் டிராப் ஆகும், ஸ்பீட் இஸ் now going to be losing and the frequency is also going to be losing. அப்ப என்ன பண்ண போறேன், the speed நான் gain பண்ணவே, the turbine speed gain பண்ணவே, everything is now going to be getting normal, right? அப்ப இந்த ஸ்பீட் நான் gain பண்ணனும்னா I need to adjust my steam. அப்ப adjust பண்ணனும்னா I need a steam governor adjust பண்ணனும். Steam governor adjust பண்ணா I need a servo motor. Servo motor for signal control பண்ணனும்னா servo motor is now going to be controlling my steam valve. அப்ப servo motor for signal I need to control. அப்ப servo motor for voltages I need to control with the help of servo amplifier. Servo amplifier control பண்றதுக்கு I need a PID controller. And the PID controller, it needs to generate a command in the sense I need a reference signals, right? So current speed, actual speed, we need to measure it up, right? This is what a flow. So no need to bring one more PID controller over here. This block itself, it consists of PID controller. Now we need to give an input alone, right? Got idea? Reference speed and as well as actual speed, we need to give it up over here. So it will going to be working out. No issue, right? Now we'll go with it. Now I'll just go with that. One second, right? For that purpose, I need to give this rotor speed. Already we measured it over here. Already measure panito, you could see. Already we measured it. I think I just measured it somewhere. There's a highlight function is now enabled, right? One second. Right, already we measured about rotor speed deviation, right? So this is what a rotor speed, right? WE, right? And WD is now rotor deviation, right? One second, I'm just going to use this help function. So we need to find out this block name. Yeah, W reference is now reference speed, P is now mechanical power reference, and WE is now machine actual speed, DW is now speed deviation, right? So these are the names is now recorded. So in the data when I feed right? In the data I feed for that purpose I need one more bus selector. I need one more bus selector. Just create one more bus selector from a common list block, and it will be going to be stored here. Just use it over here. Just rotate it like this. Just rotate panikonga. And I'm just going to take it the input from over here. I'm just going to connect it over here, right? So now I'm just going to need some of data. So we need a reference input, right? Reference speed we needed, and sorry, actual speed and speed in deviation and output power. These are the three data is now needed. Just double click on it. What are the things we needed? Output active power we need. So just remove this default selection. Output active power we need, and we need a mechanical rotor speed we need. Rotor speed deviation we needed. Speed deviation. So these are the three important things we needed. Just click apply and okay. Right? So very first another output power, right? So output power connect pannirunga. So output power. Output active power PE0 PU in per unit, right? And the second terminal is nothing but my motor mechanical motor rotor speed, that is in actual WM. That is called WE. Right? This is what my rotor speed. You could verify with that these lines, right? So the variable name is now coming over here. And last one is now mechanical rotor speed deviation. Connect these lines also. Right? And controller input கிடைச்சிருச்சா? என்னுடைய PID inbuilt PID controller உள்ள இருக்கிற inbuilt PID controller we got a reference inputs, right? We got a sensing output. Now the controller is going to be getting adjusted. It will be going to generate a what could I say? It's going to generate a control report, right? And that's the same way. that there is a two method, right? So the controlling my load angle, maybe torque angle of my synchronous machine. One way is now going to adjust my turbine speed, right? With the help of my servo motor amplification, you could able to measure those things, and it is going to control my steam governor. With the help of PID controller, which is going to adjust the steam flow rate, and you could able to maintain the constant frequency, right? With the help of maintaining constant speed. And the same way, for voltage drop you could able to improve the voltage drop, right? So for that purpose, excitation voltage you could able to change. So இப்போ stator for excitation voltage change பண்ணாலும் you could able to maintain the constant voltage, right? The same way in the constant voltage we need to measure it up, right? So for that purpose, and we need to give the VD and we need to give it, right? So for that purpose, I just need some of a reference over here. Yeah, 1 second. Right? So we need a stator voltage VQ. This is what actually I just done it previous, right? So previous batches. I'm taking from reference over here, and stator voltage VD and VQ. Right? So we need to measure it over here, and I'm just going to bring it back over here. Right? Just go with that 1 second. Stator voltage VD and VQ. Just select these blocks also. Stator voltage VD, select, and VQ. Select, apply, then OK. We need these two blocks to maintaining my voltage, right? So that's right. This is what my VD, I guess, right? So this is what my VQ. First one is now, I guess, VQ, right? So need to verify with that. First one is now VQ, V suffix Q, right? So now I'm just going to connect it in VQ terminal, right? This is what my VQ, right? And last one is now VD. This is what my VD, just connected in VD type. Right? So now this voltage excitation port is now also getting configured, and we just need to, the remaining things we need to give it back over here. That is called the reference speed and reference power, right? Reference speed is in the form of, we're just going to use it in the form of per unit. Is we're just going to per unit adjustment, we need to give it back. So we're just going to give it about in form of constant, the string constant, and initially I'm just going to give it 1. Right? So let's see. I need some spaces. Right? So this is what my reference speed in per unit, right? So just use a W reference, right? So reference speed is now 1, and now I need one more power reference. That is what now 0.75 in per unit. 0.75. That is what my P reference power initial, right? So reference point in per unit. Later I'm going to change these parameters, right? So based upon our given example, we're just going to see. In later, we're just going to see about these parameters later, which are going to change. And V reference is also now 1. Later, we're just going to change based upon our problem, right? V reference. And V stabilization is now also, we're just going to in the form of ground, right? We're just going to use it, this ground. Right? Just go with that. Type ground, right? Just filter out, we're just going to find out ground. Right click on it. Both are same, right? No issue. And now bring ground and connected it over here, right? And we need a gate signal terminator. We need gate signal terminator. We need. So for that purpose, go to Simulink library. Just type terminator. Just press enter. Terminator. Just find out a terminator over here, right? Both are same terminator. Just go with that terminator. Just find it and connect it over here, right? Just use it over terminator over here, right? Ground, right? Grounded terminate. Everything is now coming. Now Final step, we are just going to now reconfigure this parameters, right? நமக்கு என்னென்ன parameters வேணுமோ now we need to go with it. Before go with it, we need a power guy. Here's power guy. So just power guy, we need to change in some parameters. We need to change it right now. Just double click on it. Go with that phaser mode, right? Go with that phaser mode. That's all, right? Go with that phaser mode. And we need to now change the parameters. The initial parameters, we need to change it right now. So default parameter paranga, double click on this particular synchronous machine, right? So you just see parameters pathina, this maximum line to line power, right? That's called maximum power is now 187 um, 10 to the power 6, right? So megavolt ampere, 187 megavolt ampere power system. And line to neutral RMS is now 138 00 and 60 power supply with respect to neutral. Everything is now with respect to neutral. And maximum power, right? So kV, that's called MVA, 187 MVA generator. And maximum voltage is now 13.8 kV system, 13.8 kV and 60 gets power supply system. These are the very fundamental and basic data which is now to run this simulation, right? Let me MATLAB default values, right? Actually with the help of this default value, actually we're just going to run it right now. And after this final data, and we are just going to change these parameters, right, based upon our given example, right? We're just going to see on a textbook example. Then later actually we're just going to change these parameters, 60 gets on the 13.8 kV system. We are just later on we're just going to change it right now, but right now I'm not going to change these parameters, right? Now note it down these parameters. Finally, we'll just going to change these parameters based upon our given problem. We're just going to see, right? So நீங்க சேவ் பண்ணிடுங்க. And before I'm just going to make attendance over here, just make a quick note. இது கொஞ்சம் complete பண்ணிடுங்க. I'll just join with you about 5 minutes later, right? So I'm just going to post attendance and we'll just see. Right? நான் இதை பாஸ் பண்ணி வைக்கிறேன். ஒரு 5 minutes நீங்க இதை complete பண்ணிடுங்க. And I'll just post attendance. I'll just come later, right? I'll just join later within the 5 to 10 minutes maximum. Yeah, make it fast. Now I'm just going to move the window mode. இதை கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிடுங்க and we'll just see simulation மட்டும் we'll just see ஒரு 5 minutes பார்த்துக்கலாம், right?
சார் இப்போதைக்கு சிங்க்ரோனஸ் மெஷின்ல எதுவும் சேஞ்ச் பண்ண வேணாமா சார்?
இப்போ எதுவுமே சேஞ்ச் பண்ண வேண்டாம். இப்போ எதுவும் சேஞ்ச் பண்ண வேண்டாம். நீங்க அந்த சிமுலிங்க் மட்டும் நீங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணுங்க. ஒரு 5 minutesல நான் வந்துடுறேன், ரைட்? ஸோ அட்டென்ஸ் மட்டும் போஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு வரேன், ரைட்?
ஓகே சார்.
Yeah, that's now completed. Now I'm just going to moving into my entire screen mode. Yeah. Now we just completed our Simulink model, right? And now we need to configure these parameters, right? Before configuring these parameters, we'll just check it out. What are the things will be available over here, right? So you could see here it will be a servo motor. So the servo motor is going to be adjust my fluid, right? So with the help of servo motor only, the piston, right? So hydraulic piston is going to be getting actuated. Based upon that, my control valve is going to be moving, and based upon this control valve moving only, you could able to control the steam flow in our pipe, right? Pipeline, and able to measure these things, right? And here it will be synchronous machine. Just now we have just seen stator and field, damper winding, initial coefficient, right? Everything. And this is what my transformer, right? So here you could able to see a nominal power is now frequency about 250 megavolt, right? So this is called a 250 M, right? This is called my VA, about 250 megavolt, right? So now my maximum generation is now about 187 and 13.8 kV with respect to my kV VRMS is now 13.8 kV. But here is now stepped it up actually step up actually how much this much, right? Powered up step up பண்ணிருக்காங்க, right? About 735 kilovolt volt is now stepped up, right? And this is what my transmission line, so nominal pi transmission line, right? So default patina 60 hertz power supply system, and positive and negative zero sequence about my per kilometer is about 0.012 resistance, and my inductance is now 0.093 millihenry, and 12.74 10 to the 9 actually. This total transmission line is now 100 kilometer transmission line, right? And later we're just going to reconfigure these parameters with some of examples, right? From our textbook example we're just going to see. With those examples only we're just going to see, right? So நம்ம random change பண்ண முடியாது. With some example data only we're just going to see, right? Anyway, the simulation is going to be working and we're just going to see, right? And now three-phase RLC load, right? Here it will be we need to change some parameters, right? So this VRMS is now about, you could see this is what my VRMS is nothing but my this one, right? So VRMS is nothing but about 250 this one, right? So this is called VRMS is now 735 kilovolt power supply system. Here my generator will be now 13.8 kV, right? So VRMS. So now I'm just going to use it over here with the help of this data. I'm just going to use it about 250. Let us consider this transformer output VRMS, right? So phase to phase VRMS is nothing but about 735 kV system, right? Just move with that base. In the order to change பண்ணிக்கோங்க load ல 3 phase RLC 735 kV system. 735. We'll just going to see later, right? 735 kV e to the power 3, right? 735 kV power supply system. We'll once again check it out. 735 kV, right? Power supply system load also 735 kV. We'll see different examples later, right? Only I'm just going to use it active power. No need to. I'm not going to interest on to connect my real power into active power. Only I'm just going to connect my active power. That's why I'm just going to remaining things is now connected to 0. And here it will be now a three-phase fault is going to be occurring. Just double click on it, right? The switching times, right? So when actually the fault is going to be getting occurring. So let us consider about 0.1 second and 0.7 seconds. I'm just interested on this particular time period. Actually, this three-phase fault is going to be occurring on this particular time. 0.1 second after 0.6 and 0.7 seconds only the fault is going to be getting repeated. So no need to change these parameters values, right? So until it's 26 examples. So in the particular time period only the fault is going to be introduced on my this transmission line. Upon the 0.1 second, 0.7 second, the load angle is going to be getting changing because of that particular time period only the fault is going to be occurring. So definitely this particular time only the load angle, the torque angle is going to be getting changing. The same way after 0.1 second, 0.1 second, this synchronous motor synchronous generator speed is going to be getting very arkuma. Got idea? This is what unless actually we are going to see today. In the time period the fault is now occurring, and the time the synchronous speed and load angle is now everything is now going to be getting changed. Up a change automatic and periodic control and upon it will going to bring the force, it will going to bring the system to a stable area. It will going to force, right? It will going to force the steam ball in such a way that the steam ball is going to adjust the steam flow and turbine is going to be getting rotated in further speed, right? And after that it will going to reach stability, right? We'll see. I'm just going to run the simulation right now. Just run the simulation. Yeah, it's getting started. It's getting compiling. We'll see. It will take some time, right? It will be much little bit like huge system. There is a array is now coming. So the synchronous machine PU fundamental block one and transfer. Yeah, it's now right. You could see whenever the voltage is now that build up on my generator, it will be connected to my transformer, right? So you could see here we simply connected lines, right? We could simply connected lines, but in practically speaking, there is a wire length of wire is now actively connected, right? Got idea? So wire மட்டும் தான் connect பண்ணிருக்கோம் simply, but this is what are simply connected lines, but in practically this is called conductors, right? So this conductors is now length இருக்குமா கண்டிப்பா டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மருக்கு synchronous generator there is a distance will be there. So அப்படிங்கிறப்ப this made up of conductors, definitely it will have its own resistance. அப்ப நம்ம என்ன பண்ணல, இங்க வந்து டைரக்டா ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் எதுவுமே ஆட் பண்ணல. That's why it now asking about the questions. So for the purpose I need some resistance to indicate my transmission line resistance. That's why I need a resistance, right? So resistance, line resistance, maybe conductor resistance. Conductor resistance, we need to include it. Conductor resistance, just connect A to A, B to B, and C to C. Right, this will be conductor resistance, because we're just going to give it about very low resistance, right? 100 watts. Let us consider. Now just run this simulation once again. Now it will getting working, I guess. Yeah, now it's now getting started. You could see the simulation is now running 7. It will take about 5 to 10 minutes because it will going to calculate this entire parameters, and we'll see, right? If our simulation is now taking much time in the sense, just stop the simulation and change the solver configuration. Just right click, just click on the setting function. Just go with the dormant, maybe Sampere as well as dormant. You could choose this any of one, right? You could choose these two things. I'm just going to use it about OD dormant frames. Just choose this model and run this simulation once again. Maybe this also a little bit very slow. Now I'm just going to moving into Champagne or ordinate difference equation 23. Just apply and okay. Yeah, now it's running a little fast, I guess. No, even it will be very slow. Now I'm just going to simulation time, right? So anyway, I'm just going to choose that automatic solver.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, conductor resistance எவ்வளோ சார் கொடுத்தீங்க?
About I'm choose about 100 choose பண்ணிருக்கேன். 100. Right, so 100 I'm choosing 100. You could choose a different value, right? We'll see on example, then you could easily understand what actually the values would be, right? Now I'm just simulating purpose, I'm choosing 1000 watts, right? Simulation purpose, I'm just giving this trial and error data I'm just giving. Let's see an example later, right? Once just seen this one, right? I'm just going to run the simulation about 1 second, just reducing this simulation duration time about 1 second. Now just to run 1 second. Even it's still slow. Yeah, in the speed maybe 20 minutes ago, right? We need 0.8 seconds more. For example, I'm just use it about 1 second. Just choose a model configuration parameter. Go with that automatic solver mode. apply, okay, and just run it. Yeah, now it will be little fast, I guess. 70% run ஆயிடுச்சு, but still it's running, I guess. Anyway, I'll just go with it. Load angle function. Double click on this scope, you could see that output, right? So now I told that, right? So 0.1 second and 0.7 second only there is a load angle is now getting deviated, right? So appadane enakku fault is now occurring, right? Got idea now? Now I'll just show you that this block, right? So fault occurring paranga 0.1 second 0.7 second I'm giving. So அப்ப மட்டும் இந்த block on ஆயிருக்கும், அப்ப மட்டும் fault is now going to be occurring. So அப்ப நான் load angle watch பண்றேன், right? So runtime la watch பண்றேன். This is what runtime. You could see 0.1 second la the load angle is now getting varying. So let us zoom it in vertical mode. Right, I'm just use it vertical mode over here, right? So in this particular period la load angle is now getting changing this particular area alone. So remaining time period la load angle is not varying. You could see in the time period after 0.1 second the load angle is now reached to 0, but 0.1 second the load angle is now little bit changed. Here also 0.7 second load angle is now varied, right? Still you could see here some oscillation is now there. அப்ப இங்க இந்த இடத்துல என்ன நடந்திருக்குன்னா, என் controller PID controller is now forcing this steam valve, right? The load angle 0 maintain பண்றதுக்காக it will now running. Right? You could see the slower run rate. You could see the simulation is now running actually here. You could see that some of the graph is now coming still more. So now the PID controller is now working over here to force this load angle become to 0, right? So in that it is still now it's working load angle, right? Delta, right? Got idea now? So 100 hours it will take much time, right? But you could changing the time period change, you could see the same way active power pathina it will be also going to be getting changed. Yeah, it needs to be done, right? That's why it's still running. 72. Yeah, 60 gets the. We'll go with the steady state functions. No measurement still now. It will go to about 100%, right? Much slower, I guess. Slower. We'll go with the delta mode 1 second. Maybe star mode. Yeah, 0.1 and 0.2 seconds. Yeah, we need to wait actually. So 70 it needs to run about. We are just going to stop this simulation. Yeah, you could see I'm just stopped about the simulation about 0.7 seconds. Now you could see 0.1 seconds the power is now a little bit high, right? The power, as well as this 0.7 second the fault is now occurring. The output power is also going to be getting changed because of due to fault, right? So remaining second la pathina the power is now maintained as a constant, right? If a fault occurs, the disturbance is now getting created. The same way load angle is also, that's why. So this is what the sudden changes in output, right? This is what the sudden changes is the sudden changes is now going to be happening on my load angle with respect to my fault. So this is what the sudden output changes is now happening. This is what is called transient response is about is now, you could see over here. This is what my transient response is about my load angle with respect to my 3-phase fault, right? Make a note of it and make a screenshot of these things, right? And I'm just looking for one of a textbook example right now, and I'll just share with you, right? So meanwhile, just take a every output snapshots. நீங்க screenshot எடுத்து save பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. Meanwhile, I'm just looking for one of a textbook data. With the help of textbook data, we'll see one, right? One more example, one more output we're just going to see, right? So meanwhile, just go with that. The data நீங்க எடுத்து output எடுத்துட்டே இருங்க, and I'm just going to bring you about one more example, right? Now I'm going to switching into window mode 1 second.